before they turn off all the lights. I won't read you your wrongs or your rights. The time is gone. I'll tell you goodnight, close the door. Tell you I love you once more. The time is gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, and you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know mine. So while you're sleeping, I'll try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away. Oh, well, I'll read a story to you. Only difference is this one is true. The time is gone. I folded your clothes on the chair. I hope you sleep well, don't be scared. The time is gone, so here it is. I'm not your son, and you're not my father. We're just two grown men saying goodbye. No need to forgive, no need to forget. I know your mistakes and you know.
I just want to share one of my unforgettable experience with Daddy. It was when the first time I met him. He and Mama Marina went to our apartment. This was like around 2003. I vaguely remember Mama Marina sitting on my left and Daddy sitting on my right. And I was in the middle, like a deer caught in a headlight, I guess. I remember Mama Marina grilling me question after question. And I recall Daddy with a straight face, no emotions. He did not utter a word, not a single word. And honestly, I was scared and nervous. Anyway, after the interrogation, I guess, and they were about to leave, he stood up and reached out his hand. I was surprised and clumsily grabbed his hand while shaking. I noticed he had this calming smile and said, "Take care of my daughter. We love her so much." Right then and there, I knew I had his blessings. Those were the first words he spoke to me, and I will always be fond of that memory. Thank you, Daddy, for making me feel like family, making me feel accepted. Your kindness has no boundaries. I will miss your witticism and your brilliant sense of humor. And don't worry, Daddy, I will always take care of Mom and the kids. Be the father figure that you would be proud of. So rest in peace now, Daddy. You will always be remembered and missed. We love you.
Dad was a great man. He showed love and fairness to everybody. That I felt when I first met him. He never made me feel less or unworthy, but he made me feel accepted. I remember him for that. And it's true what Valerie, Mom, and Megan, Russ, and Yan and Lou, they said everything which is true, and I attest to that Dad is a great man. I was hoping for him to be able to meet my daughter Vanessa. We were looking forward to it, but it didn't happen. But still, me and Valerie will try our best to raise our children according to his standards. the way he raised Maan, Valerie, and Liu. Let me share you a little story about how my kids felt his presence, although they're still young. When Dad passed away that night, in the middle of my daughter's slumber, she mentioned Dada. And we were, with all the emotions that we have, I thought she was asking for Dede. In Filipino, that's milk. So get the milk, get the milk. Then when we gave it to her and she drank it, then I realized she called out for him. Maybe she met her in her dreams, or maybe Dada visited us, looked at her granddaughter and said, I'll watch over you. My son too had different experiences. He starts talking in his dreams, like he was playing with somebody. This one's for Vanessa, this one's for you. The red one's for Vanessa and the blue one's for you. Those are the experiences that I felt his presence. And when we were in their house, Vincenzo was just acting like sometimes he just falls silent. And just a while ago, he made his move, 2 rolls, like a gymnastic roll, as if Daddy was saying, show me your stuff, show me what you can do what you do best. He did it over there, and he never did that yet until now.
Yeah.
Dada, you will always be remembered. You are loved, and we will miss you. Thank you.
Summer 1981, Manang Marie told me that I have a cousin that, you know how Filipinos are, they try to match, guys and man. So we look around in Baguio City. That was July 1981. I can still remember vividly when I went to walk looking at this big building, looking for Mr. Lolito Balino. And everybody's telling me, oh, Dr. Lolito Balino down, he's in charge of the University of Baguio, the education department. I went there and looked for him, but nowhere to find him. So I did, again, told me that no, he is at University of Baguio Elementary School principal. And I was scared like other kids, like, when you go see the principal, what happened? Is something wrong with you? It's always like that. And that's me, like, wow, seeing a principal. I mean, he was a young man. I was like 20-some years old, looking for a principal. So as I walk in there, and he was sitting down, I asked permission if I can speak to him. And he goes, permission is granted. So I introduced myself. I said, well, Mr. Balino, I'm here to be looking for Manang Moreno's cousin, which is the kind of maths back then. So as speaking to him, he jokingly told me, he was like, you know what, son? I have a sister, smarter, beautiful, this is teacher. I was like, wait a minute, I was supposed to be saying Manang Moreno's cousin, but that's what he told me. He was like, wow. I knew him a long time ago, but the way how we communicate, it's just like a click. And Manu, he was like, wow, I'm worthy enough. You didn't even know me. The first time we met each other, first time, I don't know Manu later. And look what happened. I'm married to a beautiful woman, almost 42 years. And one thing I have memories with my brother, Manu later, is when my father-in-law died in 2001, it was in June the 9th. When my father-in-law was laid, just like what we are right now, my mom later walked in front of the podium. He says, I'm going to take care of this family. I will take the ring. I'm going to pick up the torch. I will be the father, the brother, and all the siblings. And I can never forget that. He said that right in front of us. And I was touched because what he said, he never looked back. He never looked back. He kept moving. He made sure the whole family has a good bond together. He showed the support. He's out there when we need all the help. And he picked up that torch, he ran, and never looked back, like I said. Now, that man, you're gone, but you're always alive in our thoughts and prayer. Now, I'm the oldest of the whole family, except man, I'm the oldest guy in the whole family. We lost all the brothers, that was older than me. So now it's my turn. He has a big shoes to fill in. And I don't think I can fit my food on him. But I'm gonna try the best I can to make the family together. I will try. And it's tough. As smart as he is, you know what? You don't have to smart to run the family if you have a good family to go with. We just have to be bonding just like we have glue, togetherness, love, joy, and peace among ourselves. And Manu, thank you for all the memories you shared to us. Your love, you're the mentor, you're the educator, you're the teacher, you're the professor for the whole family. Not even the family, the friends, people that you touch their lives. I thank you, and you may rest now, sleep well, and we love you.
I'm here tonight with a heavy heart, but a heart that is full of pride and the gratitude for being the sister of my dear brother, the great man. I can attest to that, who everyone has said earlier. As a matter of fact, out of 7 children, he is our eldest, and I am the 5th of 2 sisters. I had the privilege of knowing my brother up close and personal. For during my younger years, like high school years and college years, we lived together, and I can assure you that he has impacted me, my life, of the person that I am today, in ways that I thought that I deserved. I am so blessed beyond understanding that sometimes, even up to now, I question myself, how did I get so blessed? How did I get so lucky? How did a brother like him? Even better, he is not only my brother, he is my hero, and I treasure him. I need not mention all the treasures that embodied him, because it's already mentioned, and I profoundly agree with everything that has been said, because he is that. I tried to write what I have to say tonight, but it's so profoundly difficult, because to me, if there is a Hall of Fame of human dignity, he topped the list. And if there is perfection, he is that. It is especially hard to gather my thoughts because of the enormous and many great things that embodied my brother. He will always be my inspiration, because he has touched my life. He has touched my life in ways that nobody ever has. I learned, and he is the greatest influence in my life. No offense, even though I live with you and I'm still living with you. But my brother, having the privilege of living with him, he is the man in its own sense. I decided to go with my heart, because it's especially difficult for me. My brother is a principled man. He is the kindest man that you ever want to meet and have in your life, in your circle. And he embodied that, the big brother, in its own sense. All the things, all the values, everything that makes him great, they will always be my inspiration in life. He has taught me a lot of things that every day still I'm amazed of the kind of person that he is. His greatness is still with me, and it will always be with me to inspire me for the things that I haven't really achieved. I will miss you forever, my dear brother, and you will always be my inspiration in life. I can never say goodbye to you. You will live on in my heart forever. I have a poem for you, my special brother. Today is full of memories of a brother laid to rest. Every single one of them is filled with happiness, for you are someone special. Always such a joy to know. And there was so much pain when it was time to let you go. That's why this special message is sent to heaven above for the angels to take care of you and give you all my love. Happy trip to heaven, my dear brother. I will always love you.
My cousins, I think they want to thank Uncle Balino because when he died early, my uncle, I think he stood like a father to them too, to my cousin Shirley, Ferdinand, Christopher, and Concepcion. And I know that they say, they thank you for it, Uncle, for being, talk too much in public. But I want to thank you. You're very patient. I have a very happy event with Uncle. When we went to Lake Tahoe, we loved that event. We had a fun day. My husband won $600 in the casino. So he said, come on, Uncle and Auntie and everybody, we can only have 6 people. We're gonna rent a boat and we're gonna go fishing. So we had Uncle, me, my husband, and my aunt's husband, and my dad. And they enjoyed catching big fish, 2 big fish. So when we went home, we grilled the fish and we take it home. There's another one too on that event, on that vacation. We went to I don't know that house there, but we went down the hill to see this house and the Viking house. And when I was going down, I was thinking, my God, I'm gonna be hard up in walking up this hill. And then when we were walking up, I said, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna try my best. And then, you know what? Uncle Balino was the one passing me by. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. He was passing me by. He walks faster than me. Oh my God, I need to exercise, I said. And then when I went to the Philippines, I understand why he was so strong in walking up, because their building is very high. So he walked up and down that building. Okay, Uncle, I remember you in Tagodin whenever we have a get together. I remember when we eat kalding and everything, and you were there with us. I love those memories, and we will keep them together, and you will live every day in our minds and in our hearts. And I know in heaven, you'll be the one doing karaoke with God. Bye. Thank you.
pagbibiyak. I'll never forget you. My heart is saying you'll always be at my side in every hour. And even as the years go by, your memory will last forever. I love you. I hope you do the same until the end of time. The love that you gave me will always remain in my heart. It will never, never fade there until the end of time. And even to my death and grave, my heart is just for you. My love for you is true and ever faithful too, till death do us apart. My love for you is true and ever faithful too, till death do us apart. Salamat sa iyo, aking Panginoong Jesus. Ako'y inibig mo at inangking lubos. Ang tanging alay ko sa iyo, aking Ama, ay buong buhay ko, puso at kaluluwa. Di ko makaya nang maipagkaloob. Mamahaling Diyos, igintong hilo ko, ang aking dalangin, O Diyos ay tanggapin. Ang tanging alay ko, nawa ay gamitin. Ito lamang, Ama, wala nang iba pa akong hinihiling. Di ko akalain ako ay binigyan ng pansin. Ang taong tulad ko'y di dapat mahalin. Ang tanging alay ko sa iyo, aking Ama, ay buong buhay ko, puso at kaluluwa. Di ko makaya nang maipagkaloob. Mamahaling Diyos, igintong hilo ko, ang aking dalangin, O Diyos ay tanggapin. Ang tanging alay ko, nawa ay gamitin. Ito lamang, Ama, wala nang iba pa akong hinihiling. Aking hinihintay ang iyong pagbabalik, Jesus. Nang makapiling mo'y kagalak ang lubos. Ang tanging alay ko sa iyo, aking Ama, ay buong buhay ko, puso at kaluluwa. Di ko makaya nang maipagkaloob. Mamahaling Diyos, igintong hilo ko, ang aking dalangin, O Diyos ay tanggapin. Ang tanging alay ko, nawa ay gamitin.
We will sing You Raise Me Up. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
The next song that we're gonna sing is I'm Living on a Jet Plane because he passed away on the airplane. Again, this is dedicated to our dad, our beloved dad, Dr. Lolito Balino. We love him so much. I have here our friends from American Canyon. I have my husband, Jacob, Jirian, his grandchildren, my sister, my brother-in-law, my cousin Marina, my cousins Wendell, Arnold, and Adriana. So let's go. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The task is waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm living on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh dear, I hate to go. There's so many times I've let you down. So many times I've played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh dear, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you. One more time, let me kiss you. Then close your eyes and I'll be on your way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to live alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile.
our life is a borrowed life from God, and thanking Him for it.
Hirang sa Diyos ang ating buhay. Ikaw at ako'y tanging handog lamang. Di ko inais na ako'y isilang. Ngunit salamat dahil may buhay. Ligaya ko na ako'y isilang. Pagkataon ay mayroong dangal. Sinong may pag-ibig, sinong nagmamahal, kundi ang tao. Diyos ang pinagmulan, kung di ako umibig, kung di ko man bigyang halaga ang buhay kong handog, ang buhay kong hirang sa Diyos, kung di ako nagmamahal, sino ako? We love you, Uncle Lito.
We would like to thank the Rosary Group tonight, family and friends. Words cannot describe how thankful and appreciative the family has been for everybody to attend the celebration of life of our beloved uncle and Dr. Lolito T. Balino.
And while you're sleeping, I try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away. And don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away.
I came by today to see you. Oh, I had to let you know. If I knew the last time that I held you was the last time, I'd have held you and never let go. Oh, it's kept me awake nights wondering. I lie in the dark just asking why. I've always been told you won't be called home until it's your time. I guess heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you, brave enough to stand up for what you believe and follow it through. When I try to make it make sense in my mind, the only conclusion I come to is heaven was needing a hero like you.
now that part will just be void. No matter how much I need you now, heaven needed you more. 'Cause heaven was needing a hero, somebody just like you, brave enough to stand up for what you believe and follow it through. When I try to make it make sense in my mind, the only conclusion I come to is that heaven was needing a hero like you. Yes, heaven was needing a hero. That's you.
From the book of Revelation. I, John, saw a new heaven and a new earth, and I shall be his God, and he will be my son. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians. We do not want you to be unaware, brothers and sisters, another with these words. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
When I met with Lolito's family a few days ago to talk about today's services for our brother Lolito, they used a lot of highly complimentary words to describe him. Words like friendly, generous, cheerful, humble, a giver, hardworking, a devout Catholic, an educator, superhero, a man of deep faith, but probably the most telling word of them all was loving. And you know why Lolito was able to exemplify these words? He was an educator. He knew how to read the encyclopedia of life. As you drive up and down this valley of ours and you look around, there are 26 school districts in Monterey County alone, and each one of them requires many educators to keep it running. Somebody not afraid to get a little dirt on their hands and willing to work hard. Lolito knew and trusted this. He put his whole heart into his work, trusting that the work he did was God-pleasing, that the work he did served his family, his neighbors, and his community. He trusted that in order for a person to find rest in their burdens in this life, they need to learn what Jesus is truly like. Lolito worked diligently as an educator or a teacher, but he worked hardest at being a good Christian, a follower of Jesus, a disciple, and now an apostle of Jesus. He lived a life of generosity, always remembering his roots and sharing his time and talent and treasures with the people of God. He lived a Jesus lifestyle, moving about like Jesus, going off by himself to pray for knowledge of God's will, and returning to share that good news, the gospel, with all that he came in contact with. He was restless and driven by God's will to be the best loving father, husband, grandfather, uncle, friend that he could possibly be. And he found this in the Eucharist. In the Eucharist, he found the strength to follow the footsteps of Jesus. For Lolito, the educator, Eucharist was a tune-up that his spiritual life required.
All these pieces
scattered, in mercy gathered, mended and whole, empty-handed, but not forsaken. I've been set free. I've been set free. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Ooh, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see now. Oh, I can see the love in your eyes, laying yourself down, raising up the broken to life. You take our failure, you take our weakness.
Beautiful soul and life well lived. I am so incredibly grateful and happy that I can stand here today and tell you that I have all this much to share about my dad's wonderful life. He is smiling because we are celebrating his life in a place that he loved, city of Soledad. He described Soledad a serene and peaceful town, and he would mention this occasionally. My dad, at the age of 74, peacefully passed away in the airplane, traveling from Philippines to California on Holy Thursday, April 6, 2023. Holy Thursday is the commemoration of the Last Supper of Jesus Christ, when he established the sacrament of Holy Communion prior to his arrest and crucifixion. Holy Thursday is one of the 3 most solemn days of the liturgical year, which makes my dad's passing away sacred and his life meaningful. Meaningful life in a sense where he had a satisfaction of lifelong and well-spent life. Meaningful life because he is finished with his mission on earth. He has fulfilled his purpose and significance on earth. My dad was born in June 28, 1948, to Manuel and Mora Taranco Balino in Pangasinan, Philippines, the oldest of 7 children. He was the glue that held their family together when responsibilities and adulthood shifted them off in different directions. He had the leadership of an eldest, the strength of a middle child, and the warmth of a pretend youngest. A self-made man born to poor parents, he was a consistent honor student during his elementary and high school days and graduated with high honors. Going to college, though, was at that time was just a fantasy because of poverty. But poverty did not stop him from pursuing college. He was a scholar and a working student at the same time at the University of Baguio. It is also there at the school's corridors where he stayed as his temporary shelter until he finished his Bachelor's of Science in Elementary Education as cum laude, the only male of their batch who graduated with honors. His achievement made him a sought after by many schools in the city even before passing the competitive exams for teachers on the same year. After getting some experiences, he found himself back at his alma mater, University of Baguio, from a grade school teacher to a head teacher to a principal, a college professor, and college dean. It is where he met the love of his life, my mom, Marina Lazaga Balino, who through thick and thin also embraced what my dad had embarked as his mission in life to help lift the family out of poverty. My dad achieved the highest level of education, Doctor of Education With his love and advocacy for education, he established and co-founded Cordillera College, where he was designated as the Vice President for Academics and the Dean of the Graduate School. His personal and professional career did not stop as if it wasn't his own alone. He lived a very humble and unselfish life. He took the cudgel of carrying his parents' obligation to send their other children to school. Such was the case of Uncle Fausto, Uncle Delphine, Auntie Claire, Auntie Mila, Uncle Danny, and Uncle Joven, which obligation was supposedly transferred from one children to another as traditionally done in the family. Practically, he helped them all and played a very important role in their lives. They had their shortcomings. He sometimes failed their expectations, but at the end of the day, his love for his family prevailed. What can I say about the world's greatest dad? Daddy was honorable, he was kind, he was more than fair, he was sweet, charismatic, he was gentle, and he was so loving and giving. He cared with a passion unlike anything that I've ever seen. One of his biggest accomplishments was being a father. He considered himself very lucky and blessed to have 3 successful children, Valerie, Lucian, and myself. Dad never hesitated to say just how lucky he was to have me and my siblings. And as anyone who met him would tell you, he'd never miss an opportunity to talk about how proud he was of us. He taught us the value of education. He would always remind us that a successful life is a fruit of good education because it has the power to transform one from nothing to something. Back then, when I was younger, he used to take me on his career guidance outreach programs. As he inspired the students about education, I was enticed as well. I know that I'm not as intelligent as him, but I must do my best to make him proud, which I think I've accomplished. He had great values, and he was successful in infusing those values to us. He got to see Lucian, his only son, become an amazing person like him, and was able to accompany Lou to come to US, which is one of my dad's missions. He got to see Valerie, my sister, become an incredible mother and such a strong person, and saw her married to her loving husband, Ed. And my dad got to see me wed at the church, married to Russell, whom I consider the best husband like my dad, great father, and son-in-law. One of the few advices he instilled to me and Russell was, quoting my dad, "Now that you have gone into this life of forming a family, please manage very well your family life. Plan and organize your activities. Both of you will become leaders of your family, so lead efficiently." And now I truly believe that he is delighted and impressed because he had witnessed the results of his guidance. His world was his 4 wonderful and beautiful grandchildren, Jirian, Megan, Vincenzo, and Vanessa. They call him Dada. I remember Jirian and Megan playing Wii video games with him, my dad being silly and funny as always. He would drive the girls back and forth to school, Jirian's volleyball practices, Megan's swimming practices, catechisms, and wherever the girls needed to be taken. My dad was always there. He loved watching them play their sports, volleyball and swimming. There was even one time during one of Jirian's volleyball games where one of the gym personnel warned us from cheering loudly and booing on losing the team. I had fun cheering the girls with him, and the girls showed their best performance whenever they knew their dada was watching them play. He was always there to support them in their academic achievements. There was never a dull moment when my dad and the girls were together. My dad loved to sing and dance. He was the cream of the crop at our family gatherings and events, and it will never be the same without him. He lighted up the room with his inspirational speeches. He was always a funny guy who comes up with funny jokes that always made us all buckle over with laughter. He loved karaoke. He is the only one who could sing the songs Delilah and Impossible Dream with justice. He danced gracefully and I was fortunate to have those moments with him. He tried to teach me tango, but unfortunately, it was only him and Auntie Mila who could dance the tango effortlessly. When times were tough, he told me on a daily basis to keep moving and take it easy. After talking to him, I would always feel comforted and relieved. He would always remind me to take care of myself and not to be stressed from work. He would always ask where I am, and if he notices that I'm driving while chatting with him, he would always remind me to drive safely. Now, I just hear his sweet and caring voice echoing in my ears. There were times where I disappointed Daddy, but his love was unconditional, and he never got upset with me. Dad's unconditional love to us is something I will cherish and keep with me forever. He taught me so many lessons in life. I love the time that I spent with Daddy, whether it be an afternoon coffee at home, watching movies, watching his favorite sport, basketball, or just simply shopping at Costco. There were always lessons to be learned. My dad is our superhero, and he will always be. He's always been there for us through our ups and downs, and taught us to enjoy every moment life has to offer. Nobody is perfect, but Daddy was as close to being the most perfect dad could have. A great philosopher said that love is what you feel for people that make your life bigger than it would have been. For example, through inspiration, wisdom, teaching, or setting a personal example. That's Daddy. He touched the lives of many people. His kindness and generosity will be remembered by all who had the pleasure of knowing him. He was an incredible man. He was an incredible husband, incredible father, incredible grandfather, incredible brother, incredible uncle, incredible educator, and an incredible friend. He loved life, and he loved us, his family, so much. I know we have all heard this before, and I hadn't realized until now that life is shorter than any of us realize, and you don't know what you have until it's gone. I miss you so much, Daddy. I love you, Daddy. Your love, your patience, your understanding, your wisdom, your amazing sense of humor, and your legacy will live on inside us forever. You have given us gifts that are more precious than anything in this world. You taught me how to be strong in the face of adversity and to never give up on myself. Your fatherly love for me was so strong that it transcended time and space. Even though you're gone, I know that your love for me will continue to live on in my heart forever. Daddy, you are and forever will be my hero. I'm not going to say goodbye, Dad, because for me, you just transformed into an angel who is going to protect and watch over us. This is what you do anyway when you were still physically with us. For now, sleep well, my dearest Daddy. God loved you, and now you're home. I will see you again someday. Thank you, Daddy. And to my family, Luke chapter 1, verse 37 say, For with God, nothing shall be impossible. If we as a family can put our trust in God, we can and will get through anything. While on the ride called life, you have to take the good with the bad. Smile when you are sad. Love what you've got and remember what you had. Always forgive and never forget. Learn from your mistakes, but never regret them. People change, things go wrong. Just remember the ride goes on. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate the memory of my amazing dad. I love you guys, and I love you, Daddy.
Thank you for joining us. I just wanted a couple of acknowledgements and thank you. Huge thank you to Father Jose Chavez and Deacon Ron Panchera for all the beautiful services that you've done. A beautiful thank you to our Eucharist ministers, our wonderful choir and band, and Phil from Woodyard Funeral Services. A huge thank you to the friends and family near and far who could make it to see our beautiful uncle. and Dr. Lolito T. Balino.
I can see it now. Oh, I can see the love in your eyes. Laying yourself down, raising up the broken to life. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Where I once was lost, but now I am found.
See you later, Daddy!
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saves a wretch like me. Where I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see it now. Oh, I can see the love in your eyes. Laying yourself down, raising up the broken to life. And while you're sleeping, I try to make you proud. So daddy, won't you just close your eyes? Don't be afraid, it's my turn to chase the monsters away.